Hey, so this reading today is about emotional control. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath together. And I just ask that we're grounded, present, and open to receive messages. I keep getting this feeling that you're coming into a situation where it's like being tested. And I don't mean it in the sense that like somebody has it out for you, but you've grown so much in your capacity to handle your own emotions that it's like you're seeing new situations, or maybe how you would have handled situations in the past that you've grown from. And so now other things that maybe would have got to you easier before, you're now having more control. So let's go ahead and dive into some emotional control cards for you today. What do you need to know? Judgment, Ace of Swords, and Four of Cups. There's a sense of heaviness, sadness. I think there's almost two different ways that you're seeing this. You've received some news, or you had some really heavy dreams. This is about, I feel like you have a whole team talking to you about, okay, like, now that you're seeing how dark it can go, how deep you can go into this, it's time to allow yourself to come out of it. Because the judgment, I think, is in a sense, you got an insight about how heavy this energy could be. And so the emotional control you're having in this situation, and I want to be very careful how I say this, it's not necessarily about coming out of a depression, right? But it's taking those little steps to move your perspective, to see different things so that you can start talking to yourself, to move and create actions that you no longer, want to allow yourself to be in, but also creating actions to move yourself to a different energy. And so let's go ahead and see, what is it that you're needing to start focusing on mentally to create a sense of relief and help with the emotional control. Queen of Swords and Judgment, firm boundaries. You're getting a lot of opportunities to express yourself. It's licensed to say what you gotta say, because there's no BS about this anymore. You're coming to a cycle that this may be all that you've ever known when it comes to your sense of emotional control. And so with the Queen of Wands, she's allowing you to say, hey, like, cut it. Like, I see through this. I don't want to deal with this anymore. And I think what it all comes back to is yourself. You're allowing these situations that are coming up, that are rising your emotions, and in a sense testing your ability to control yourself emotionally and say, I've had enough. And I think that's really powerful, and I can feel it building. Like, it's that sense of shakiness in the body, and instead of letting it be nerves, it's allowing it to be excitement, allowing it to be passion. Allow yourself to reframe it differently so that you're not afraid. This is about loving yourself and setting those clear boundaries for yourself. And if somebody's not listening, and this feels very specific, it's about allowing yourself to just breathe through those moments. Because if you don't see yourself clearly and allow yourself to express what you need to express, the pattern's going to keep repeating. So this is allowing you to break free and start building the new sense of self that you're needing, and confidence to further establish these new energetic patterns that you're bringing into your life so that you can have more emotional control. And it's not about, the darker aspects of control, like being a quote-unquote control freak. This is all about being at peace with whatever's going on in your situation, whatever's going on in your world, because your reaction is the most important part of the emotional control. So let's go ahead and get a closeout for this. Six of Cups, Two of Wands, and Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This is your choice about how you move forward and how you share your emotions. It's about choosing who you share it with and saying, hey, I do have control in this situation. And yeah, look at that Emperor at the bottom of the deck, at the bottom, right? The next bottom. And I think it's like, you know, like I was kind of saying, like alluding to those negative aspects of control can be like, I'm just going to be closed off and maybe stonewall, or I'm going to ghost, or, you know, I'm going to choose to not express myself in something. But you have a lot to share. It's about making the choice where you want to choose to share those things. It's like it's a smoking gun. Whatever you choose to do, it's going to carry a lot of energy forward with you. And the people around you are going to keep feeling it and going to keep seeing it. It's almost like when you're going through a transformation and you've been seeing it, and all of a sudden everybody else around you starts seeing it. And a part of that is so important with your control, because you're making better choices for yourself. You're making the choices that, one, help you feel more in control of your life, but also helping you be a provider, also helping you build the structure, again, to keep leveling up. And it's not to make yourself better than anybody. It's just about you making yourself better for you, because you have the potential and you see the potential. And instead of just seeing it, you're embodying it, you're being it. Much love.